What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will Leahey, who was once a double for Ace Ventura.
Ninja, I can't confirm whether or not I'm the pet detective, but I can confirm that Paul Skenes is pitching like a man who is trying to hide some bodies. And the pallbearer buried 9 more yesterday, Ninja. The Pirates took on the Reds, and Skenes had perhaps his best outing of his MLB career. Ninja, he is actually now the favorite for the NL Rookie of the Year, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, that he was a complete underdog for reasons unknown. He's pretty much just done Skenes stuff ever since this.
Where does this put Paul Skenes in the Rookie of the Year odds?
Wow. Ninja, surprisingly, Merrill is a prohibitive favorite. He's at minus 900 and Skenes at plus 700.
Paul Skenes should be Rookie of the Year.
Seems like some value right there, Ninja. I might have to throw some shekels on that. Ninja, what did you see from Skenes and potentially his best start yet?
Paul Skenes was freaking outstanding yesterday. Again, this may have been his best outing. He had 9 strikeouts and 5 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits, as the Pirates shut out the Reds 2-0. He, of course, had his 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. He had this 95-mile-an-hour splinter with ridiculous movement. That thing just drops off the face of the earth. But the pitch of the game for him this game were his changeups over and over again. The man had 7 swings at his changeup, and hitters came up empty 7 times. Yes, that's a 100% whiff rate. He just picked his changeup to dominate with yesterday, and sure enough, he did. Here's a 4-pitch overlay of Paul Skenes' 100-mile-an-hour fastball, a 95-mile-an-hour splinter, an 88-mile-an-hour changeup, and an 85-mile-an-hour sweeper. And as a hitter, what are you going to do with this? These pitches all start out down the middle and then go their separate ways, creating a rectangle of terror. Just horrific stuff if you're a hitter. This dude is absolutely the best rookie pitcher I think I've ever seen. He has a below 2 ERA now. He's the first pitcher to have 150 Ks and under a 2 ERA in the modern era as a rookie. If Paul Skenes had enough innings to qualify for the ERA title, it would be his. It's the lowest ERA in both leagues. Absolutely masterful stuff from Paul Skenes. He has got to be the Rookie of the Year. Look, I give all the respect in the world to Jackson Merrill, but Jackson Merrill's season isn't historic. This is historic stuff from Paul Skenes. Nobody has done what he is doing this year, and you've just got to give it to him. The man has earned Rookie of the Year. He faced Hunter Green, who was making a comeback from his injury. He had 4 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, and had these fastballs and sliders. Now under the rest of my whip around the league, Nick Pivetta had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up no earned runs as the Red Sox killed the Twins 8-1. Pivetta had these sliders, including this knee-buckling slider. He faced Pablo Lopez, who had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 7 runs, and had this sweeper.
Shout out Tristan Casas for triple dongs in this game. 7 RBI, over 7% of his career home runs and RBIs are in this game, and he's been around for a while, Ninja. Shout out Casas.
In the second game of a doubleheader, the Red Sox beat the Twins 9-3. Cutter Crawford had 7 Ks in 7 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. Had the splitter, and Cutters had picked up a sword. He faced Zebby Matthews, who had 6 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. And these fastballs, wicked backdoor slider, and picked up a sword. The Braves chopped the Marlins 5-4. Grant Holmes had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this fastball and sliders. He faced Darren McCacken. McCacken had this sweeper and changeup. And the Braves remain in the fight for that last wild card position. Well, are they going to make it? They play the Mets right now, coming up. What's going to happen?
Yeah, Ninja, that series starts tomorrow night. Series of the season. Braves are currently down 2 games to the Mets and also the Diamondbacks. So I think in order for the Braves to have a shot, they need to take at least 2 of 3 here. And I'm not counting on a Ninja because I got the Mets, but we're both rooting for the Diamondbacks to just lose out so both our beloved squads can get in.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate that vote of confidence. The Tigers clawed past the Orioles 4-3. And if the season ended today, the Tigers would be in the playoffs. Hell yeah. I love throwing a little monkey wrench in the playoffs. And honestly, Tarek Skubal could beat anybody single-handedly. Tyler Holton was the opener. He had 4 Ks and 2 scoreless and hitless innings. He faced Albert Suarez, who had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, had this fastball, cutter, and curveball. The Rays stung the Blue Jays 4-3. Shane Baz had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these fastballs, including this 98-mile-an-hour heater and this painted fastball, as well as this curveball. He faced Ryan Burr, who was the opener. He had 3 Ks in 1 1/3 innings, giving up no runs. Too bad they didn't let him pitch longer, because in a pitching duel, I'm going with Burr every time. The Brewers beat the D-backs 10-9. Frankie Montas had 4 Ks in 2 2/3 innings, giving up 8 runs, and 7 of them were earned. Not a good outing by Frankie Montas, but still they won. He had this backdoor cutter and these splitters. He faced Jordan Montgomery, who had 6 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these curveballs.
The Brew Crew were down 8-0 in this game, only to come back to make sure they did not get swept in a 4-game series at home against the surging D-backs, who are our rivals we talked about against the Braves and Mets. So good job by the Brewers to not get absolutely blown to smithereens at home.
The Angels rose above the Astros 9-8. Griffin Canning had 3 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this changeup and slider. He faced the Spaghetti Pirate, Spencer Arrighetti, who had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and this fastball, changeup, sweeper, and curveball. Blake Snell went 6 scoreless innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Giving up only 2 hits as the Giants shut out the Royals 2-0. He had these fastballs, wicked sliders, hammer curveballs. Here's an overlay of Snell's 97-mile-an-hour heater and dirty curveball. Good luck if you're a hitter. Blake Snell has been on fire and is clearly showing why he won the Cy Young Award last year, and maybe he would have been in contention this year had he not had a slow start. He faced Seth Lugo, who had 5 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these fastballs, cutter, and 3,300 RPM curveballs. The Cardinals flew past the Cardinals 2-1. Andre Palante was solid again with 4 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run on 1 hit. He had these knuckle curves. He faced Gavin Williams, who had 3 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 4 hits. He had these sliders, including this painted slider. Shota Imanaga had 4 Ks in 7 scoreless innings as the Cubs shut out the Nats 5-0. He had this painted fastball, and this one where he gave himself a round of applause. You go, Shota. Give yourself a round of applause. And here's an overlay of his splitter and fastball. You see how well these things tunnel and how hard it is to hit that splitter when he does tunnel it with his fastball. He faced Jake Irvin, who had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs, had this fastball and curveball. The Rangers beat the Mariners 6-5. The Mariners are not eliminated yet, but this hurt. Brian Wu had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, had these fastballs and this slider. He faced Andrew Heaney, who had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these nasty sliders. The Yankees beat the A's 7-4. Luis Gil had 5 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. Gil had these sliders. He faced Joey Estes, who had 1 K in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had this sweeper.
And for those of you on Dong Watch, Judge blasted off number 55.
Yu Darvish had 9 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs as the Padres beat the White Sox 4-2. Historic loss for the White Sox. Number 120. Woo! You go, White Sox.
And Ninja, I think they're the worst team of all time. It's debatable, but they are officially the biggest losers of all time because they do have the most losses ever, and no one can ever take that away from them.
Darvish had these sweepers, sliders, and beautiful slow curveballs, and got his 2,000th strikeout of his career. Yeah, you.
Three, and for you, Darvish, that is strikeout number 2,000 in his career.
He faced Sean Burke, who was actually really good yesterday, and I like his stuff. He had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. His ERA now is 1.93. He had these fastballs, sliders, and curveball. I mean, I'm seeing pieces of a rotation the White Sox might be able to throw together. You trade Garrett Crochet and get 2 starters back that are young and good.
Yeah, could get 50 wins next season.
Yeah, I mean, there's hope. Yoshinobu Yamamoto had 4 Ks in 3 innings, but gave up 4 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks. Just a really not good outing from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He did have these nasty splitters, and despite this outing, still the Dodgers beat the Rockies 6-5. Faced Antonio Senzatella, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run and had this fastball and slider. And I know Will's going to say something about this game because this was an epic win.
Well, the Dodgers beat the Rockies, Ninja, 6-5, because your dong or dongs of the day, double dose of dongs here to walk it off with your future MVP, Shohei Ohtani, hitting his 53rd of the year, smacking this one at a crucial spot here in the bottom of the 9th inning, down 1. He also, by the way, was 4 for 5 with 2 steals, his 54th and 55th stolen base of the season. And then after him, if you didn't remember, is Mookie Betts, former MVP himself, who was having an MVP caliber season, then went down with injury. He walks it off, and it's good to see Mookie get a little shine here because he was having a spectacular season and still is, but he just missed half the games. And those are your dongs of the day.
And these were not bad pitches. Number one, Seth Halverson's been really good, and the Ohtani one was on a splitter relatively down in the zone, and Betts hit his off a 101-mile-an-hour heater. These are gods among men. The Mets slipped past the Phillies 2-1. Tyler McGill had 6 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these 4-seam fastballs and 2-seam fastballs. He faced Zach Wheeler, who had 8 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. Had these sinkers, kind of wicked, as well as these curveballs and splitters.
I'm proud of the Mets here, Ninja. Massive series win. Took 3 out of 4 from the Phillies in the biggest series so far of the season. As we alluded to earlier, they're playing the Braves coming up. But they needed at least 2 wins here, and they got 3. Prime themselves up for a playoff berth.
Now to my filthiest relievers. Aaron Ashby had this changeup fastball and curveball. Hunter Biggie had this 98-mile-an-hour fastball and soared. If you don't know, now you know. Cue the trumpets. Edwin Diaz had a 2-inning save with 4 strikeouts with these fastballs, slider, and 98-mile-an-hour heater to end it. Devin Williams had these airbenders. Jason Foley had this 98-mile-an-hour gas. Sean Jelly had these knuckle curves. Joe Kelly had this 90-mile-an-hour knuckle curve. And Luke Weaver had these changeups. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day. At number 5, Shota Imanaga for his fastball splitter overlay. At number 4, Darvish for his slow curveballs and getting strikeout number 2,000 for his career. At number 3, Blake Snell for his hammer curveballs. At number 2, Blake Treinen for these absolute ungodly sliders. Screw this. And at number 1, Paul Skenes for basically everything, but especially his changeups, going 7 for 7, 7 swings at his changeup, 7 misses, 100% whiff rate. You, my man, are a filthy animal. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. Alex Cora really did not like this interference call.
He is hopping mad. He's going right to second base. Wow. This is as hot as he's been all year. Porter puts his body in front of Alex Cora to keep him from getting to the other umpires, Blakeney, Rizzo, and Barber.
My picks of the day today, I'm going to start out with Bryce Miller for 5 Ks or more, then take Aaron Nola for 6 Ks or more, and top it off with Chris Bassett for 6 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?